Hello, my name is Jacqueline Gonzalez, and for my observations, I decided to watch Small Group Individual Math Instruction, a closer look at Tony Moore's Beloved, solving problems using collaborative math talks, and encouraging students to take action. My two questions, one of the questions is question 2, describe the students' behavior within the class. Were they engaged or disengaged? What were the responses to the teacher? Overall, I noticed two of the videos had group work and the teacher continued to walk around and provide feedback. One of the videos saw small group individual math instruction. It was a short little video, and the teacher actually worked one-on-one with 3 students on different topics. And lastly, solving problems using collaboration math talks. The class actually sat on the floor and worked together on 2 math problems. The students display any hesitance in asking for help during the assignments. What I noticed in the group work, a lot of the students relied on their partners. They didn't mind asking questions, but for the most part, they collaborated with their partners. I chose question 7. How did he or she engage with students? I mentioned earlier that the teachers would walk around and provide feedback. A lot of them didn't give them the answers, but instead gave them more guiding questions that will lead to further discussion on other topics. What I did find interesting is in the video closer look at Tony Moore's Beloved, Mr. Oblivio, I think, he encouraged every question and thanked the students for sharing and said, wow, that's a great question. And he even said, wow, you're going to expand us further, and really encourage the students and really thank them for sharing their ideas. Another question that I did was that I focused on is, did the teacher appear prepared with the lesson? For the most part, everyone did. The small group individual math instructor, even though she didn't need a lot of material, she was able to provide an effective workspace and have these quick little lessons to provide the best results for her students. And the same thing could be said for solving problems using collaborative math talk. Yes, on the poster they worked with maybe 2 questions, but the majority of the lecture revolved around the students discussing with each other and making connections. And I kind of summarize again with my paragraphs. For the most part, the smart group and instructions, the students knew the expectations for the teachers. The lessons were pretty quick and short. They just had to come ready to work on the problems. And the beloved video, a lot of students were engaging and worked with their partners. The same for encouraging students to take action. Since there's a lot of group work, they had the chance to talk to each other, give feedback, and they really had to debunk what was effective and what wasn't in order to complete the assignment. For the teachers and administrators part, a lot of these teachers were very organized. What I really did enjoy was encouraging students to take action. The teacher used a tree module to explain how social issues are actually very complex and they have roots and leaves, that there's more than one aspect to the social issue, there's multiple layers. And I mentioned that in here. The problem says describe management system and a place in your host classrooms. And again, we're watching videos. I explained how 2 of the videos use group work, and it was very effective because they were able to talk to their peers. I also explained how it was hard to see the classroom management in small group individual math instruction because again, we only seen the 2 students, but I realized a lot of she was able to teach them without any interruptions unless it was for emergencies only. So it showed that her classroom had great authority over her students, and her students knew the importance of when she was back there. And lastly, again, Miss Simons in the last video, she was able to create an environment where all her students were able to discuss and share their ideas instead of focusing on the right answer.